What's the day today, Bob?
The day today is day number 23. That's 22 days at sea, but this is the 23rd day at sea. As we stand at the moment, we've done 2,231 nautical miles, which is an awful long way. Most planning guides have this as a trip of just under 2,000, so clearly we've done a bunch of extra miles coming across here. So we went a little bit further west than we intended before hitting the 39th, 40th parallel of northing. And then of course we've done quite a bit of zigzagging coming across one way and another. But that's okay, that's sailing. It's a little bit inefficient, but it's got us here. We had a planning schedule of about 21 to 23 days, and we're on the 22nd day of sailing, but day number 23, but we've actually done 22 days of sailing, so we're pretty much on the planning mark, maybe a day late. As we stand at the moment, we have 55 nautical miles still to go to Horta. Only 55.
Huzzah!
Huzzah, huzzah, huzzah. And over the last 24 hours, we covered 80 nautical miles, made good, towards our destination. So clearly that's because the wind is now in a favourable direction.
Huzzah!
And we are very, very grateful for that. Over the course of this journey, we've used the engine for a total of 75 hours. So used about 75 gallons of fuel. Which is more than one would have hoped, but there you go. 45 gallons of water, drinking water approximately, 5 of which we caught for ourselves as rainwater, which is great. We've eaten lots of food, one fish that we caught, one fish, lots of food, copious snacks. As I said, we've just got 55 nautical miles to go. Yesterday we made landfall off the island of Corvo. And getting towards last light, we decided to heave to. We were just to the east of Corvo, just a couple of miles off, and we hove to. We had a very nice dinner, a little curry that that Nikki knocked up, and then I was washing the pots and pans just here, just at the rail, and Nikki suddenly came running up from below. She said, "Dolphins!" And I said, "Where?" And she said, "There!" And they were about 5 yards away. So they must have been watching me, washing the pots and pans. I said, I wonder if he's going to come in for a swim. So snatched up a video camera, and within a couple of minutes there were, I don't know, 30 dolphins, 40 dolphins, 50 dolphins.
We were
surrounded by dolphins. They were leaping out of the water. They were coming at us in sort of 4s and 5s. But breaking off before they got close enough for a good picture or a good snap on the video. But they're all over the place. Some were jumping 6-8 feet in the air on the one side, and they stuck around for about 15 minutes. And it was absolutely, absolutely magical. So there you go. That's ocean sailing for you. It's a combination of frustrations, contrary winds, gloriously fast sailing, a little bit of rock and roll, drenching downpours, beautiful sunny skies, grey skies. It's a little bit of everything, it really is. Tetchy moments between you and your significant other?
Never!
Never! Well, occasionally. But so far apart that they probably need to be entered in the log. It's a remarkable happening. And then we capped it all. Seeing as we're only about, I don't know, we'll get there tomorrow morning sometime. We had a shower. I stood on the foredeck naked and douched myself with buckets of what seemed to be initially ice cold Azorian water. But it kind of warmed up. Certain appendages shrunk, but it kind of felt warmer as I went along. And Nikki sat in the cockpit with 2.5 gallons of our precious fresh water reserve, and gave herself a good lathering, a good shampoo. And I came and just rinsed the salt off with the last of that fresh water. So here we are, we've got a couple of sheer waters around us, dive bombing us from time to time. We're bowling along on a very broad reach indeed, in fact almost a dead run. And our destination is directly ahead. We are stoked to be here, and it's been an interesting and in some respects a wonderful experience. Hope you've enjoyed sharing it. Tomorrow's vlog will be the last vlog, I hope, hoping we get there, of our cruise between Bermuda than Horta on the island of Fayal in the Azores.
Azores.
Azores. The Azores. Oh, the Azores. Actually, the way the Americans pronounce it, it's very like Old English Cornish, isn't it?
Azores.
Because the Cornish will say, I'm going out to the Azores. That's where pirate talk comes from. It comes from Cornwall in England. Gone to the Azores. The rest of England calls it the Azores, darling. And the Americans call it the Azores. You know? Okay, man, we're going to the Azores. Okay, great. See you later.